Sheila, would you introduce yourself, please?
So I'm Sheila Oparaocha, Director of the ENERGIA International Network on Gender Sustainable Energy, and a friend to MECS and to Loughborough University.
Thank you very much. And Fabio.
Hello, my name is Fabio Parigi. I'm the CEO of Clean Cooking Technologies, a startup from Italy. We deal with the induction stoves and IoT, making stoves affordable to the global south.
Thank you very much. Sheila and I have been in a number of sessions over the last couple of days. And we just were having this conversation here outside of one of the meeting rooms where we've been earlier today, where there was an amazing launch of a new initiative. Sheila, you've been involved in this launch. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, so we had the launch of the Africa Women's Clean Cooking Program. It was launched by Her Excellency, the President of the Republic of Tanzania. And what's really exciting about this initiative is that it's the first time, and I think you agree with me, Ed, that we've had a program that has been launched by the highest level, a clean cooking program that has been launched by the highest level of decision making in the country, and that is the President of Tanzania. And she wasn't alone, she was joined by ministers from the continent as well as her development partners. So we were really excited. We're also excited about how this idea started, because it started from an initiative that was led by the Tanzania Gender and Sustainable Energy Network that really started looking in Tanzania about positioning energy and clean cooking outside only just the normal Ministry of Energy executive instruments and engagements that we have. And saying that one of the challenges is that we have with clean cooking is because politicians don't understand it, and there's no political understanding and political prioritization of the issue. So how do we start getting politics in and starting to work with the Office of the President? And so this is something that has come out of a gender network really being innovative in trying to change the narrative, the engagement on clean cooking within the sector. I think it's also exciting that it's a woman and a woman president that is launching clean cooking, because I'm a strong believer that clean cooking is about women, but it's also about looking at women not just from the fact that they are the main victims of the lack of clean cooking, but actually they're really the drivers of this, and they're drivers in decision making, and they're the drivers in the industry, in the markets. So was really excited to see that as well.
And that network, the work they were doing here, was actually funded by something that we helped set up together, wasn't it?
Yes. So we talked about innovation, and it was funded by the Gender and Energy Innovation Fund, which was a joint collaboration between MECS, the Energizing Development Program, and with ENERGIA, saying that we do have these persistent issues of why we still see that gender is not taken as seriously as it should. Can we identify those, and what are some of the solutions? So this was an idea of saying, okay, looking at the clean cooking narrative, one of the key challenges that we found is that it's never been of political importance, and trying to see how can that be made politically important, particularly also about women leaders and women champions, as we've seen here today. Thank you.
That's fantastic, Sheila. We were talking just now. You mentioned that your company is called Clean Cooking Solutions?
Clean Cooking Technologies.
Clean Cooking Technologies. And for you, clean cooking technologies, or the area that you want to invest in, is on electric cooking specifically, is that right?
Working and dealing with clean cooking since the last 10 years. And I work and I study and research different technologies, including combustion, high-efficient combustion, gas stoves, and so on. And I came into a conclusion that probably thanks to my background in engineering, electrical engineering, that the best and most efficient way to cook is through electric. And the electric one is the induction. Okay? Induction gives a flexible and easy to use solution to families. The only big challenge that is actually the one we take care of is to help families to access to the market of the induction. The most possible is the financial aspect. So this is why we decided to put an intelligence on the stove that helps to record all the data and marketize those data as carbon credits. And we are loving to have to share our revenues of the carbon finance, carbon market with the the families in Global South that utilize that. And I think this is the magic that happens. What I call is the alliance from the south to the north and back of the world, where we really put together the needs of the Global South with the capacity, financial capacity and responsibility of the company of the north of the world that need to compensate their emissions, and hence having some finance flow from the north to south of the world and make this happen.
Which is precisely what we should be talking about at COP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sheila, we were just talking about Fabio's amazing new venture with the induction stoves.
Yeah.
And while we were talking earlier, I asked Fabio why they weren't doing pressure cookers. And you and I have had similar conversations with Peter at Bern as well.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to repeat what you said just then around kind of why that could be a bit problematic.
Yeah, and so I'm glad, I don't know whether you're going to join the conversation, but I'm glad there's another woman here. Because one of the things I was saying is that when it was launched, and I think that Bern is doing an excellent work, and we're really excited to see how they can really scale up dissemination of electric cooking together with the work that you're doing. But something that comes into the conversation seems to be this, it is either induction stoves or it is the pressure cooker. And I was saying that can only be, when you're thinking about it, and I'm not an economist, so markets and everything out of it, that can only be a question that a man would put. Because actually, when you come from it from a woman's perspective, what you're looking for is you want to have clean cooking solutions. You want to have options for clean cooking solutions that fit the needs to actually cook for the family and cook for the family in a nutritious way. So you're looking for various options. So if you enter into my kitchen, I do have a pressure cooker because I can't boil it takes too much energy, time, etc. To boil beans just on the induction stove, an electric stove, or just then on. So I have the pressure cooker because the pressure cooker cooks them fast. They're not going to be overboiled, they're not going to be overcooked, I'm not going to be using too much water. And there's so many other ingredients that you have to do that. So it's never a question of do I have a pressure cooker or do I have an induction cooker. It's the question that I can have both and I can choose. And yes, I do understand it's about economics, but economics means that I start with one and I build and I save and I can get the other. So if we say that Bern is going to be trailblazing the dissemination of clean cooking, what I would hate is that they're only working on induction stoves and they're not working on pressure cooker, because I know as a woman in my kitchen, I need to have these different options. I would also like them to include a rice cooker, for instance, in their options. Electric heaters. So that's what I was saying. That can only be a discussion amongst the men, because a woman would look at it from the use perspective and from the preference and suitability. And there you would want to have cooking appliances that meet your cooking needs and your cooking preferences.
That's fantastic, Sheila. And I think so. Peter, I did one of these videos with Peter yesterday. So if you're listening, Peter, there's a challenge. But actually, we have another company in the room. Fabio, what do you think of what Sheila just said?
Yeah, I agree with her. What I think is important is to give choice. Okay, we made an in-depth analysis of which could be the different possibilities. And for our perspective, it's good to start with induction because it's easier, it's cheaper, even for logistics, even how to learn how to use it. But Sheila, one good thing is you can use pressure cooker on induction.
Sorry?
There are induction
Yes.
pots you can use on pressure cooker.
Yes,
on induction.
exactly.
So you can. And what I think our selling point is flexibility is the most. And one thing is I am the person who cooks at home, so I can understand you. So I do have the cook in my blood.
Yes, yeah.
So it's not necessarily it's gender thing. We are also fluid in the kitchen too. But yeah, so
fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll leave you guys in peace now.